Boom. Hey, audio? I think we should have audio. What up? Hey, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Out there in the digital space. How's everyone doing? Welcome to another exciting UPX World Live. I am your host. Thank me later. It is February 6th, already 1 week down in month 2, 2023. And boy, has it been an exciting week. So we are going to go do some UPX World exploring on the site. So if you have, say, a neighborhood you want us to look at, or some analysis you want us to take a look at your collection, stuff like that, we're going to go through and do a bit of showcasing of the UPX World site. So if you haven't seen that yet, that's going to be a great opportunity to kind of explore it a little bit more with us as a community. We are also going to reveal the VIX program. I know it's been a long time coming. I said very early on in this project that we were not going to start even accepting really donations of any kind or support from the community through like a paid subscription until we had a couple things in place. Now, full transparency, right now your VIX membership does grant you access to the exclusive VIX channels and some additional Discord benefits. However, as the UPX World game rolls out, there's going to be a plethora of value-added opportunities for VIX members. So definitely lots of reasons to stay subscribed. And we hope that when I launch it here today on Discord, so Discord, using Discord subscriptions. So it's kind of an experiment. I have never used Discord subscriptions. Usually we would use Patreon, but given our chat, being that it's our primary chat platform, seemed like an interesting opportunity. So why don't we jump into that? Because I do want to cover it and answer any questions that people have about the VIX program. And I want to give some updates to a couple other things. So let me do this. Okay, so there's a lot of information here. We're going to start with the top row. So in Discord subscriptions, which I'm going to publish probably right after or even during this broadcast, so that way people can try it out and see if there's any issues. There's going to be 3 levels, okay? Experience supporter, VIX subscription, and VIX plus experience supporter. So the experience supporter is if you say are a lifetime VIX member and so you don't need the VIX subscription and you just want to be an experience supporter. If you go TML, what's an experience supporter? Don't worry, I'll get to that. The VIX subscription. So this is the core subscription to all of UPX World. The way that UPX World is as a company is designed to make money, besides it's part of some of its in-app purchases, the VIX subscription is going to be its primary revenue source. And the way that works is each experience that comes on board to UPX World, one of the requirements is that they must offer something free to the VIX members. They must offer some extra incentive or some bonus that can be used on an ongoing basis. So for instance, in 11.11, when there are voting mechanics for some of the art competition things, VIX members will get bonus votes. When there are training that need to be done for, say, a ninja experience, you might get bonus training there. For X cards or any of our racing games, you might get some free races. And even to the data mines. So the data mines, as I previously stated, are independent, is an independent experience on UPX World that's run by Grom Brindle and team. And so even there, you will get, as a VIX member, access to some additional features, which would normally be a premium. So that's the idea. So the idea is that our VIX subscription just keeps getting better and better. You don't have to change anything. Every experience that comes on board, you're just going to get more and more. Now, I threw in this experience supporter because I did want the community to have a way to maybe give a portion, because the VIX, the $9.99 goes 100% to funding UPX World. So that's keeping all of the lights on, developers, artists, all of the fantastic team that's doing all the work behind the scenes to keep UPX World alive. That's 100% where those funds go. Now, as I've mentioned a couple of times, experiences are independently owned. So what I thought would be a great idea is to give people an opportunity to put $5 a month towards their favorite experience. And so as an experience supporter, whether you just do just the $5 and just support the experiences, or you do the VIX plus the experience at $14.99. Every month, you will go. There'll be a dedicated supporter channel, which as we grow will be nice. That'll be a premium access to be able to chat with all of the experience owners. They will know that that's kind of like the premium area for the experience supporters. Plus, we will hold a monthly poll, and you will be able to vote on where you want your experience supporter funds to go. So this is a fun way to kind of gamify your support as well. You'll be able to vote every single month. Where do you want that $5 to go towards? So you'll be able to choose from any of the active experiences, or the ones that are far enough along development that they have their own community. Can anyone hear anything? God, I hope so. Shaq, you freaking me out. Okay. Well, okay. I'm glad everybody else is saying yes. So each month you will be able to again vote. So do you want your $5 to go towards the data mines, or the ninjas, or 1111, or maybe soon X carts, or the URL arcade? Any of the experiences that are again actively being developed and far enough along that we go, hey, we want to give people an opportunity to support it directly, and we will then leverage those funds to try and burn through any existing backlog, or help those experience owners. Let's say that they need a new character modeled, or they want some special emotes made or something. That'll also help fund any of that kind of stuff. So any of the stuff that might be a little bit extra and above and beyond, those experience supporters funds, I think, are really going to help that. And I think it's a fun way for the community to support all of these fantastic experiences that are being built. Okay, so the bottom row is kind of going to be let's say our 2023 services catalog. And this is it. So I know that previously I had talked about selling 10 shares a month. After meeting with my other shareholders and things like that, we determined we only want to sell about 25 more. So the way that that's going to work is that's it. From a community pool perspective, at that $1,000 price point, UPX World's only going to sell 25 more at that rate. So if you want to buy a share of stock, talk to me. Again, there are 10,000 total shares in UPX World Inc. This is a registered C Corp out of Texas. So everything is public as far as like that information. You can go see it. UPX World Inc. We have our own bank accounts and credit cards and access to. Actually, we even have our own Upland account as well. UPX World Inc. is the name of the account. So you can go see all of that. With each share of stock, you do get a lifetime VIX membership for yourself. If you already have a lifetime VIX membership, there are no transfers or anything like that. That is just an added bonus if you don't already have one. Speaking of lifetime memberships, as a kind of promotion to help us get started and get funding for the next little bit of development to get over the next couple milestones, we are opening up, and this is going to be it for the VIX memberships to be able to buy. There's going to be 30 that we release here that you can buy for $300 each. So it's a little, actually, I guess within 3 years, it's less than 3 years, because if it's $10 a month. Anyway, so there's 30. That's it. Once we sell out of those 30, they're gone. but that is going to help us raise funds for the next round of development. So if you are interested in that, and there's still going to be chances to win a handful more, but obviously as we start to grow, those VIX memberships are going to get rarer and rarer, just because obviously, that's ongoing revenue that is no longer coming in, right? So if you are interested, please let me know. We'll get you set up with the lifetime VIX membership. There's only going to be 30 available. Once they're gone, they're gone. $300 each. Let me know if you're interested. The last thing, so this is our experience service. This is a unique opportunity. We have 3 slots left before this is closed down indefinitely. And this is a service where the UPX World team, so all of our creators, animators, designers will work with you to create your own experience. So if you have an idea for an experience and you would like it to come to life, we will help you get a minimum product out there with all of your own, pretty much everything. With that, you do get 10 shares of UPX World stock and a lifetime VIX membership, of course. So this is a unique opportunity for looking to invest a little bit more, quite a lot bit more. I mean, $10,000 is not pocket change. However, for these the last 3 spots that we have for this, we are throwing in the stock. So after these are gone, we as UPX World are still going to be an open gaming studio and development platform. So if those 3 are gone and you still want to build it later, we're still going to offer that service. The deal with this one, though, is the lifetime VIX, and the big draw here is that the next 3 experiences that come in under this offer get 10 shares of UPX World. So in addition to us building your experience, you're going to get 10 shares of UPX World, which is the equivalent, which would cost you $10,000 if you bought them independently. So I wanted to give this to the experience creators who are essentially entrusting us with a fair amount of money. And that is an opportunity to get in, but also be invested inside of UPX World. So are there any questions? I know this is a lot of information. I'll post some more information on the Discord about it, and we will actually open up the Discord subscriptions here momentarily, and we'll see how that all works. Thoughts, questions, comments. Okay, I'm going to go to the next slide, which is something that has been in the works. I'm really excited to start rolling out the first pieces of this. And I apologize. I know that this is kind of a eye chart, lots of words. Let me remove that so you can see it here. So this is, I'm really excited to announce the Perpetual Good Foundation. So UPX World is starting a foundation, Perpetual Good Foundation. If you're familiar with Dak and his Twitter space, Perpetual Good in the Metaverse. This kind of spawned from that concept of Web3. Really, we are going to be doing a lot differently. It has to be done differently. And this foundation is designed to provide perpetual good in the Web3 space. So one of the big ways that that's going to do is with the Experience Creation Grant. The XCG is going to be a grant that actually replenishes itself. So if we grant a project, say the $10,000 to go start it funding, then we would cover all those costs. The foundation would cover all those costs with the grant. The grant would be paid to the UPX World team to go develop it, much like you would a normal experience. The difference being that there is a royalty put on the funds earned by that experience until the grant is paid back 100% plus a 20% fee. Now, keep in mind that UPX World is not making any profit on that. That is being funded just like a normal expense. And all of the funds, all the royalty from that experience are going to go back to the grant. So it refills the experience creation grant each time. So that is where Perpetual Good, because it just keeps refilling, and we'll see that coming next. The foundation is going to start with 7 board members. Obviously, we can't have Perpetual Good without the Perpetual Good master himself, Dak. So I am so excited that he has agreed to be on the board. And myself will be a board member. I have 2 open spots that I will fill from the community. If you're interested in being on this board, let me know, and we can see what that looks like, and talk about, if I'll be honest, it's going to probably be a little bit more formal, in the sense of you might have to submit like not necessarily a cover letter or essay or anything crazy, but like, why would you make a good board member, etc., and why you want to be a part of this, and a little bit of your story. So that'll be the 4 seats of the 7, and then there is going to be 3 seats available to our initial sponsors, which we will talk about here on the next slide. So the way that this process will work for the experience creation grant is that the board will meet. So however often, whenever we have enough funds that we feel like we can fund another project, we will convene the board members. They will review all of the proposals. So we will have a proposal form that you'll be able to fill out, pitch us your idea. How is it going to benefit the Web3 space? How is it different than what's already there? How are you leveraging layer 1 assets and using layer 2 to bring value to them? All kinds of different stuff. So we'll work on kind of what that submission process form looks like, and then circulate that out. The board will review those, and then we'll vote on the candidates. We will release the voting numbers as far as, out of 7, how many votes it got. But for now, we're going to keep the who voted for what anonymous. I think that's just better. And so we'll have to figure that out, because we obviously don't want, we want everybody. It's going to be, but if it's everybody votes for everybody, then it's always going to be 7. And then it's going to end up at the head of the board, which there's nothing wrong with that if they're all like 7 out of 7, proposals. But I didn't want any of the board members to feel bad if they don't vote or feel like they're going to be called out. So we'll release the numbers. I don't even know. Maybe we won't. I'll just, the board can decide if they want to release the numbers. So honestly, will a lot of these actual rules and regulations, I'm going to let the board decide. And that includes even like the payback percent, and some of the other stuff. We'll have the board vote on it once it's assembled. And one of the first things the board will need to vote on will be essentially the head of the board, who will be the tiebreaker in the event of ties. So very important role. And so that will be one of the first votes that we will hold. All right. So let's talk about this experience creation grant. There are 4 spots for this foundation, for the grant specifically. So if you, and here's what it breaks down to, The premier sponsor is $10,000 USD. You get 2 foundational seats, and you essentially get the top half. We'll do your logo, your name, whatever. On this will be our kind of our sponsor image. So if you look at like this here, so imagine you essentially have the top half to put your name, logo, essentially advertising who you are as a sponsor to the foundation, and you get the 2 seats. So that's our premier spot. Our gold is $5,000. And again, there's only one of each of these, by the way. There's only one of each of these. So the first, whoever claims the first one, like that's it, it's gone. 5,000 is the gold level, and it gets you 1 foundational board seat. Then there is silver and bronze, which are 3,000 and 2,000 each. No board seats on those, but you do get represented in one of the initial founding spots. Additionally, each one of these does come with the lifetime VIX membership and very importantly, the stock equivalent value of 10, 5, 3, and 2 shares respectively. So again, I do think it's important to reward the early investors that are just, even though it's, towards an already valiant thing being the experience creation grant, I did want to reward ownership shares of UPX World to these initial founders. And below you can kind of see, this is the idea, is that, the grant is going to start small. The grant's going to start with a max of $20,000 from this initial fundraising effort. And that will be used to fund 1, maybe 2 experiences. And then those experiences will pay back the grant over time plus interest. Now, after the grant is paid back, by the way, all of the 100% of the revenue after that goes to the founders of that experience and the creators of that experience. So it's not, they aren't going to pay royalties forever. And so this is an opportunity to really help bring revenue opportunities to underserved communities. That's going to be one of the key criteria that we look at, is how is your experience serving an underserved community, either in the Web3 space or in the world overall. So for instance, I know one of the first ones that I will be petitioning for will be the Museum of Human Resiliency, which will be designed to showcase. It's a history museum in the sense of in UPX World, it's a historical museum, but it will be representing community members and artists that are alive today that are doing amazing things, inspired specifically by our Romanian brothers who are doing incredible art and who are working to leverage every ounce of technology that they can get a hold of to help bring their community into Web3. So projects and communities like those are going to be our target. So we'll help them and use the grant funds to get that experience stood up. And then as that experience starts to generate revenue, it'll pay back the grant. Once the grant is paid back, they will continue to earn that revenue for themselves and their community. And this, to me, is how we create perpetual good. And this is how UPX World can continue to grow with new experiences and really interesting design ideas without having to always have the community have to pay for it themselves, right? So it's going to take some, I hope we can actually reach a couple companies. So if you have a corporate sponsor that you would like to get here, I am going to reach out to a couple corporations that I know. Heck, I might even throw a line to Upland to see if they would like to get one of these founding spots or put some funds into this grant. And yeah, we'll go from there. So hopefully, we are able to fund this either partially or fully over the next 6 months. I'm not trying to have this funded in the next 6 days. This is a long-term goal for UpX World. So this is something I expect will take a bit of time to fill to get all 4 spots. I suspect we'll get maybe 1 or 2 of them filled pretty easily inside the community. But I have no problem going and finding some corporate sponsors or bigger sponsors for this. So yeah, that is the Experience Creation Grant that will be part of the Perpetual Good Foundation, which I'm really excited about. All right. So that is that. I don't think I have anything else on this slide. Are there any questions? I'm glad I'm seeing some positive reactions. See, Prado says that's awesome. Doc Jones says amazing. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm excited for it. It's something that we've wanted to do. I mean, if you can listen back to even some of the earliest streams, because there's so many amazing communities that have these awesome ideas that if they just had a little bit of the funding, I think could make some great experiences. And so that's what we want to do. We want to give our communities opportunities to bring these experiences to life and have a foundation and a grant system to elevate those underserved communities who might not be able to sponsor it themselves. All right. So now I don't think I've actually even watched this video yet. I just got it from Land for Land. So we are, as of right now, we are ramping up some feature development. Everybody should listen to you. I mean, thanks, Pure Rolex. I mean, I don't disagree with that, but I think like that's a pretty tall order. I think if we can just get all of the people who have positivity in their heart to listen, and we can find some of those people, I think that's who we want as a part of this project. I don't know that I need everybody a part of this project, because if you're just in it for the money, if you're just in it for the greed, no, that's not. Oh, you know what? I have let me see it. Oh no, I don't. I have to add that. But yeah. I have agreed is bad. I had it made. Hold on, let's see if I can find it now. So anyway, that is what's going on there. Where did I put that? No. Yeah. Nope. Anyway, all right, I'll have to find it for later. Sorry, fam, I don't have it handy. All right. But anyway. Oh, yes. I appreciate the kind sentiment. Walk My Paws LLC. Let's go. Got some purple hearts from my boy St. Lucie. Cheers. There we go. I love it. Oh, that's true. St. Lucie was really close. I have that. I know that you're not going, but X Cards is ramping up. I saw some stuff of it today. The like beginner, like the alpha of alpha, and it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so let's look at this. So what I was saying before is that our team is really excited for the testing that people are doing on the alpha release, even if it in its infancy, has been amazing. Speed runners who are completing this in under 5 minutes, which is just mind blowing. And it has really inspired our development team to push the envelope and to create even more cool interactions for you. So today I'm going to show a sneak preview of one of the latest features that our developer is working on. Now, keep in mind, for the most part, there are certain things, especially for sponsored experiences or paid for experiences, that our team builds towards. But for a lot of it, I give the developers a little bit of latitude of like, well, what do you want to see? What do you think would be a fun game? And so they create fun stuff. And honestly, I love it. And so we're going to show this here. Here we go.
Slander, the ship is running out of fuel. We won't have enough to reach Red Rocky. It is your duty now to go and bring us Xenons. Take this. Let it guide you. Good luck. Okay, X-Lander. Follow the arrow. It will lead you to the Red Rocky. Over. We are approaching the asteroid belt. Be careful out there.
Holy cow. Was I on mute that entire time?
To your left.
I should have checked. As I said, you all hear me and no one said that. I don't know why I was like, oh, geez, old Pete. Well, I hope that I don't know what the audio on this was, so apologies. So yes, of course, we aren't going to limit you to the planet of UPX World. How about some space exploration, really travel the cosmos, look for asteroids, and get some Xenon. This reminds me very much of that old school game. What I was saying is like when you would fly Galactic, where you would like fly around and shoot meteors. It's hard to hear behind the scenes. All right. Well, sorry about that. I guess it just auto muted me when we went to video, which makes sense. So that is the latest expansion of kind of the exploring the area of UpX World and beyond. Of course, if you have jetpacks, we're not going to limit you to the surface. Go out and explore the galaxy around you. Collect xenon by destroying asteroids. Reminds me of that old school. It was like a 2D where you would like control the ship and like meteors would come and you'd like break them apart. Yeah, so that is going to be part of the launch. That is why, and I know, trust me, but as you can see, it looks super cool. How am I going to tell my developers no? Asteroids was the game. Was it actually just called Asteroids? Now, not the one that was like that's Centipede. I was thinking. Anyway, maybe it was Asteroids. So obviously, I can't. I'm not. My developer's like, hey, can I have a couple more days? I can do something super cool. I was like, okay. I think the community will wait a couple of days for that. That's pretty cool. Plus, it gives everybody a couple more days to get on that the Alpha Xenon Elite team. Collect your 100 Xenon today in the UpX World Alpha that's on Discord. If you can't find it, just ping somebody. We'll get it to you. So make sure that you get that title. Once the Steam release is at stores, that title will be locked forever. Forever. Much like the Genesis Xlander title, you can't get it anymore. And as soon as it's done, you won't be able to get that one anymore. So don't sleep on that one. You're going to want it. All right. So there's that. You know what? I'm going to try and launch this and we'll see what happens here. I'm going to go here. So what I'm launching, I probably should tell you, is the actual server subscription program. So I think I have everything set up. I've been working on it behind the scenes for a little bit now. I'm going to add in some more like premium emojis and things like that. I guess we'll preview it. Okay. Okay, so it's not perfect, but that's fine. Back to this. Okay, so how do I launch it? Oh, tears. Publish. 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 All right, so I think, check it out. There's a new promo page. All right. Oh, we need a teaser trailer. That's what I was going to say. Okay. Server settings. Promo page. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's see what this link. All right. Let me know if you guys can see the subscription service. You don't necessarily have to subscribe right this moment, but let me know if you guys can see it at very least. All right, I just dun, dun, dun. Let's see if that link works. You see it? Okay, cool. All right, well, there you go. So VIX is now live. I'm very excited, but it's displaying kind of weird. Can you take a screenshot and send it to me? I don't want it to be weird. It cuts off with no option to scroll. No bueno. That's no good. All right. So before we head out, obviously do a shout out to 1111nft.gallery. Dr. Nobi, when is Epic 4 stuff due? I think you gave an extension on the Epic 4 pyramid and array pieces, or when, or are those closed? Let us know. So definitely join us Friday. We will have an update. Don't forget the promo that Dr. Nobi's running for highest improved, their highest increase in pyramid sale auction price. Oh my God, I did not say that right at all. The most improved, most increased auction price per pyramid level. Whoever has done that will receive an array copy of that artist's work. So there we go. Our mod Simone says PC scrolling down works. It's like the UPX markup floor. Yes, it is. Yes. Oh my gosh. That's a reference from the UPX podcast. So 11:11 Pacific time tomorrow is the cutoff for all Epic 4 submissions, whether you are trying to get into the array for the first time or you have a pyramid piece that you need to submit, aka me. I need to do that tonight myself. Be sure to do that. Friday, we will have a oh, you know what, Dr. Nobi, we should talk. Do we want to showcase the guild on Friday as well when we do that? Dr. Nobi can decide. So the guild pieces, these are pieces from that are completely optional by the top 11 artists of all time. And so that was optional. You don't have to submit for that. It's just like a bonus piece that you get to auction. They only go up for 11 hours. So it's the final 11 hours and they are the last. So they end after all of the other pyramid pieces. So it would be at 11 will be the array, 1111's array 1 level, pyramid level 1, 1122 would be 2, pyramid level 2. And then I guess 1133 this month will be the guild ending, something like that. We'll get you all of the details on that. So Friday is going to be a fun day. But then, and I'm so glad that this happened on a Saturday. It's not always going to work out that way. But as much as we can, and I might just have to take off work on the 11th of every month because I am super, super excited. Epic 2 closes this weekend. Saturday morning, set your alarms. Do not miss it. 11 a.m. Pacific time, things start shutting down. We are going to go live probably 15 minutes before that, I think. I have it scheduled, which is like 8:45 my time, something like that. It's in the events. So it will be, we're going to live stream the whole thing. We're going to go through what are the hot items. We'll watch the array close down. We'll go through each of the pyramid levels as they shut down. And then we will do probably a recap. Well, the recap we'll probably do Monday, like the final tally and all of that once Dr. Nobi's had time to collect all that information. But you're going to want to stay tuned after that auction all close because of we have what are the words that I want to put out there? Oh, we have the Epic 4. We'll have the Epic 4 preview. So that will be the array pieces and the pyramid pieces for Epic 4. We'll actually do the preview of it on Saturday after all the auctions close out. Remember anti-sniping. That's true. That's a good and fair call out. So there are anti-snipe auction extensions. So there could be some overlap. I will try and have multiple tabs open. So again, it'll be the first time we live stream it. So I'm sure there'll be some lessons learned. It'll be really interesting. It's going to be really, really fun to see how that plays out. Because I think we saw it last time. There was a lot of, especially those top ones, there was a lot of back and forth. Little Bob's in the house. Little Bob is one of the absolute top people for the UPX World site. So if you are liking the data mines, Little Bob is helping design that whole front end and is working with Grom Brindle and Damon Alexandru on it. So shout out to Lil Bob. Yeah, he's an amazing web developer. And hopefully, Lil Bob, you play Upland yet? I don't even know that Lil Bob plays Upland yet. We're getting him there. But he's a fantastic web developer. So obviously we weren't going to miss that opportunity. Oh, speaking of, wow. Yeah. Hey, Upland, you got rid of your spinning globe. Hey, we still got ours. We're still working. Oh, it's so beautiful. I could just sit here and look at this all day. It's just, I know it's not optimized. I know that it takes up a lot of bandwidth, right? I know that, but it's super freaking cool. So yeah, I could just spin that all day. All right. So be sure you check out our experiences. Here we go. Oh, you know what? We probably should update that. Once X-Carts is ready, remind me, St. Lucie, we can give you a page here as well. So we'll need to do that. Also, if you don't know, on the Discord, as you're going through this, if you find any defects or bugs, be sure to log them. There is a spot for that on the Discord. Also, if there's enhancements. So if there's something that you would like to see that isn't currently there, be sure to do it. X-Carts channel on the main server will be available very soon. Yes, indeed. X-Carts, one of the hottest new experiences, taking over the Web3 space from the madmen over at Viva Las Upland. I've seen what their initial pieces are for it, and it's going to be a blast. So I wanted to show this because it was something that came up. One of my favorite things to do. So if you were, say, Most everyone who's watching this is probably a veteran of the space, right? So I don't expect you to use this yourself. However, if you were, say, helping a new player, one thing that you might want to do is say, well, let's find all of the FSA that have that are unlocked. Now, keep in mind, and this is such a sweet feature, all of these are multi-select. So you could actually select and unselect any that you want to really configure it the way that you want. And this also goes for everything like structures. And we'll do a couple searches here. And importantly, cities. So now, granted, it would take you a long time to select every single city. But if you leave it blank, it will do all of them. Or if you really wanted to just go like, your tier 1 cities or whatever, you can sit here and collect all the ones that you want. So we are going to do FSAs, and this is going to search the entirety of Upland, right? So this is an important distinction that you don't actually have to select a city or a neighborhood. You can say find all of the, oh wow. Is that true? Did all of the 1,000 mints get minted? Well, there you go. Apparently the cheapest. So these are the cheapest properties. You got, is that right? Did somebody mint all of the 1,000? I thought there was some that were 1,000 mints. That's, hold on, let me see. Wow. So according to this, there's currently 86,000 FSA properties. Oh, I wonder what the most expensive. Any guesses? 50,000 maybe? 14. Oh, that's interesting. Good. So Kansas City sitting at some higher. That's, although when you look at the cost per up square on that, oh, look at what? 1111 for grand. Come on now. 1111 4 Grand Avenue. Red Bridge South. Look at that. 14944. Get on it. So another thing that I would say that doesn't count. Hey, it all counts. So one of the other things that I like using this for, so I like sort by price, status for sale. Let's say UPX. So what? Hey, it's Cheese. What up, Cheese? Welcome. Yeah, you did. You missed a lot of fun stuff, but that's okay. Better late than never. So let's say I wanted to find the cheapest apartment building by UPX. Well, we can do that. Full disclosure, I don't know what capabilities are available on other sites. I'm only speaking to UPX World. But this to me is insane. Like, how quick was that query? 781 apartments currently for sale. Cheapest being in Fresno. There are 50,000. Like, these seem super cheap. Wait. There is an Ocean View. All right. No one buy this. I want this. I don't have 70,000 UPX on me right now because I just went and bought a bunch of stuff in Hyde Park. However, no one buy this because I want it. Because an apartment in Ocean View for 70,000, is this right? Oh, they're in jail. Oh, that explains it. I was like, there's no way. Um, dun dun. Bum, bum. Never mind. Not buying it. Bum, bum. But at least now you know. Anyway, that's insane. And again, then if I was like, well, I wonder what is the cheapest one in we'll throw LA. That's a tier 1. Yeah, let's just see. So just San Francisco, Manhattan, LA, we'll say the big ones. Dang. Mitra 84 has one for sale. And Rosita, let's take a look. Are they in jail too? Don't be in jail. Hey. Oh, it's a gold one too. So there you go. Misha 84 has a apartment for sale, 70,000 UPX. That seems fairly low. I don't know. I'd have to go check the market. 10 cents per spark hour. How many spark hours is an apartment? Figure that out. So there you go. The next, so this one, which again, even at that price seems kind of weird. East Hollywood. So we have a collection apartment available for 98,000. Soma. Oh, by DJ Shorts at 130 on 120. This is not bad at all. Soma's a very difficult neighborhood actually to get into. It's a good sized property. Dang. So that's how I like to use one of my favorite things with UpX World now is being able to specifically find buildings. I don't know why. And so here, let's do a little experiment. Let's go what manufacturing. Small factory. I need to get these better. Medium factory. And I just want the factories, large factory. Okay. Which is really cool. You can actually see like all of the different, hey, that's my building. So let's see, small factory, medium factory, anywhere. That's for sale. So 60, so we have a bunch for sale for USD. Like 277. So when I tell people don't waste your money on this is why. Because we can see here, and I mean Vegas, Chicago, Detroit, I mean they're everywhere. And I can tell you right now, like look at the mint price on the property. So this is the property mint price. Like it's barely selling for more. And this has, let's just go take a look at it because I can tell you right now, like, wow, this is actually a really interesting one because if they actually, wow, I was not expecting this for my first one. This is actually super, super cool. I want to buy that DJ Shorts building. I know, right? Like, this is actually a super cool property for it. I usually was going to give it a hard time, but this is almost perfectly designed the way it is for it. So that's pretty cool. Bakersfield, though, again, meh. So, like 14, like these. Okay, here you go. I can guarantee this is going to be nonsense because it's 200. Oh, here. How about this? So this is part wrench. This is part of a collection. It's part of a purple collection. It's part of a purple collection with a mint of 48,000. Look at how small this lot is. That is too small for a factory. you've bricked this property. Like, there should be an apartment here and you should collect your interest on it. This is a bad. Don't buy this. Don't do this. This is a bricked property. So anyway, that's how I use it. Let's find the cheapest. Here, I can just reset. And so I want the for sale, and I want townhouse. Actually, I'm just curious. We'll just go through each one. I'm curious what, and I'm just going to do UPX. Sort by price, submit. Okay, so if you run into this issue, I'm not going to lie, there are some caching issues and refresh issues that we're still working on. So you might have to go back out and come back in to get it to work. Unless I did something incorrect, which also could be it. Get it, cheese. Yeah, I know. I was going to say, south of market does not come available very often. And so to get south of market on a decent lot with an apartment, like, there you go. Look at that. UPX World already pumping sales through. You're welcome to DJ Shorts. No. Heck yeah. No, that's what it's all about. Helping people find the diamonds in the rough. Like, look at this. Like, so this is in LA, North Hills. You know, I mean, 14,000 UPX for an 8,000 UPX property with a ranch on it. Yeah, these are ranch homes. Jeez. Not too shabby. Decent sized lot. I like that. So let's see here. There's currently 1,600 ranches for sale. Well, now I'm just going to go through all of them, aren't we? Let's see. We got 1,400 townhouses. Oh, South Clovis coming in 19,000 UPX. Now, granted, it's on a pretty cheap floor. So this is the other thing I started to look at. Is like, well, that's a significant markup, but it is a townhouse, which is 3 occupancies. Oh, it's kind of a weird. Still, 19,000 for a small townhouse. That seems super cheap to me. Then you just start to look for, like, where is there a jump here? So 7,000, Rio de Janeiro, like, that's probably pretty decent. All right, let's see, small townhouse, which is small townhouse with the pointy top, which I think is V1. I always mix them up. 9,000. So, like, here you go. Here's one for 9,000 UPX, but the mint price is only 3,200. So this person clearly is just selling it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. But if you're buying, this is why tools like this are important. Because if you don't do the math, you could pay the same amount for a property that you think is comparable. However, it earns significantly less. So when we pull this up, and this is why you always want to do your diligence and why sites like the UPX World Data Miner are so important. So this one earns a max of 27 UPX a month, which, let's be honest, you're not necessarily buying these for their passive revenue, but every little bit helps, right? So we can see here, for the same price, the same player is selling this one, which has a 48. So almost 2x the passive revenue. So again, those are things to take a look at. specifically when you're doing housing, the mint price is the mint price of the property that was built on. So, that's probably, a pretty good factor of, is there, so here's a 4,000, here's a 9,000. Oh, so Paradise, Las Vegas. So again, like this is what I would be searching for. Like, okay, that has a mint price of 9,000. So that's only a 4,000 UPX markup for this small townhouse. Like, I don't know about you, I'd pay 4,000 UPX for a small townhouse, but let's see what it looks like. I mean, not horrible, nothing to like write home about. Solid. Again, I feel like it's not like a collection or anything crazy, but 139 UPX passively. So that's pretty good. I mean, it's probably one of the better overall deals. I like that. Let's see. Let's see which is cheaper. Which one? So we got some 9,000s. Detroit. Is this the same one? Wait. Oh my gosh. Wait, did I not reset it? Or is this a glitch? Uh-oh. Do we have a glitch in the matrix? Structure. Small townhouse. Sort by price. UPX. For sale. Submit. Or was it just like a weird coincidence? Okay, so it's either a weird coincidence or the query might be broken. So let's see. Is this flat? No. Okay. So if somebody wants to raise this as a defect on the site, that I would appreciate it. You can just say that the small townhouse V2 and V1 look like they're pulling from the same model. So let's go to New York Stock. This is just cool. I just like seeing, I didn't realize all of these things were in here. Like a Victorian house. What the hell's a Victorian house? Lily Corp, Craftsman House. Right? I'm going to look for all these specialty ones. Mavs Perch. I don't know what that is. Manti Mansion. I think these are these all specialties? Super luxury ranch house? What the hell's a super luxury ranch house? I'll do a micro one later. I kind of wanted to see man, all these stadiums. Dang, the Guggenheim Museum. So these are all buildings that are inside of Upland right now. Here's all our painted ladies. Generic City Hall. Very cool. Complex Oakland. Dang. Yeah, so again, if you haven't seen this, feel free to take a look. Some interesting stuff there. Let's see what we got here. Bakersfield. What are they dropping in Bakersfield? Zippy as what is this building? Whatever the Bakersfield one is. That is one downside. I can't really see what it is. Let's see. I wonder if this transaction history. Bought, sold. I wonder if Zippy bought it and then built on it. So let's see. LA. So I think LA, this is a chic one. 40,000. All the specialty ones seem to be pretty high up, which is interesting. I really want to see if there's a Lily Corp. So anyway, all right. I know wherever. I'm gonna just do one more. I just want to see the cheapest micro house, and then we'll call it a day. You guys can go here. It's live. You don't need me to go through each one. You want to go find something? Go take a look at upx.world/datamine for all of your curiosity needs. Where is my micro house? Note to self, we also should organize this a little bit better. Maybe group them by things. All right, micro house, UPX, for sale. Sort by price, submit. 7,000. Wow, that's really interesting. That's quite high. I guess I don't know what I was expecting. It's a 2x over. So Detroit, like micro houses is update password on? Good question. I don't know if update password is on. Well, I mean, we could go take a look. Hold on. Oh, all right. Hold on. Let me take this off. Get myself doxxed. Let's see. So I don't see one there. Register. But you should be able to register with either an email or a phone number. So you might try to re-register. I don't know. Let me. I'm going to try and register with a phone number and see what happens. See if they've turned that on. I don't know if that works internationally either. Okay, maybe not. Interesting. It says enter a phone number or email, but it doesn't let me just enter that. Register. Okay. I do know that they were working on the registration process. Oh. I don't know what that means. Why do I have a one-time? All right, that's fair. I don't know. Does that mean if you can't log in, can you do the data mines without registering? Did they remove that? Or do you have to be registered? Oh, well, I mean, here it has it. Ooh, connect my Wax wallet. Oh, and you guys aren't seeing anything. Yeah, so here you can. I don't know. Here I have update your password, update your. Here it is. I don't have a verified email. So under user preference, but I guess if you're not logged in, so if you log out, can you not do any, like, I think we did make it because we didn't want people anonymously, like, just because it takes a lot of resources. and we don't want people just anonymously like hitting it over and over, or, you know, doxing it. Well, I am sorry. Go Edgar. Go Eduardo. Sorry, go Eduardo. That's your name. So Eduardo, if you need something, just shoot me a ping. I'll try and get to the report, or we'll find somebody. And I will keep an eye. I know that is one of the active things our team is working on, is the authentication process. So as soon as that's updated, I will let you know. But yeah, if you need anything one-off, just shoot me, and I'll try and get you. But obviously, getting you in firsthand is the ultimate goal. All right, well, that's going to do it for me today. We will be back Wednesday, same X-Lander time, same X-Lander place right here at UPX World Live, 5 p.m. Central. And until then, we'll see you around the ship. Stay kind to each other, and enjoy your February. Yes.